Hey y'all, welcome back to Tommy's Tesla Tech and Travel. I don't know if you remember, a couple months back we made a video when I got the G7X Mark III. And so far it's been a fantastic camera. I've loved everything about it, except I wish it was more of a wide angle lens. Well, we got something that might help change that. While perusing on YouTube, I came across several people that had the same type of camera I did, and they all had this cool little gadget I had never seen before. And this gadget's actually something that attaches on to the G7X Mark III. Technically, you can use it for the Mark II as well, but it's really designed for the Mark III, and I'll show you why it doesn't really work that well on the Mark II. So I went ahead and ordered it, and I'm gonna teach you guys the origin story. I ordered it by accident. I actually was just trying to see what the price was in my cart and accidentally hit the one-click button. But here it is. I actually took it out of the package already, so we haven't opened it, but I wanted to show it to y'all. It's from a company called Newer. They're actually the same company that made the little mount that I have for my camera to hold the microphones on. And so far, everything I've gotten from them, I've really enjoyed. It's been top quality. I decided, let's get it. Let's open it up. Let's put it on the camera and see if it really makes that difference. Right now, I'm shooting this video with my phone, and I'm using, down here, see my hand, hello? We're using the G7X Mark III there. Once I get this open and actually go to put it on, we'll probably switch over to either the GoPro, my phone, or the Mark II. But until then, let's record on both. All right, kids, don't try this at home. These are very sharp. Make sure you have an adult around when you open these things. So not that great of a packing job. Ooh. Well, I guess maybe it wasn't that great of a packing job. It's taking a little while to open it here. And here it is. We got the Newer HD wide and macro lens. So I'm really anxious to see if this really makes a huge difference. What it does, if you see here, it actually mounts onto the front of your camera. I'm assuming just using like a hex wrench, an Allen wrench, to mount it on the outside. It actually grips on the zoom portion. So if you zoom in or out, it should still correspond. But let's open the box and see what we got. You don't have to forgive me, I'm still not terribly used to these unboxings, but you guys seem to like it when I talk about the cameras. And the G7X Mark III has really been a perfect camera. Oh, there's the Newer mount I was talking about a second ago. So let's give it an open here and see what we first find out, or what hits us first. Okay, we got some paperwork here, but as your atypical guy, I'll always read these if I have to. And it looks like it's gonna be in a couple parts here. And I was right, just a little Allen wrench, little hex key. First things first, this looks like our lens that actually goes on the front itself. And it looks like we have a little holding cloth for the lens, so when we don't have it on the camera, it should be protected in some way. I'm always that guy that orders the carrying cases and everything later on. Oh, actually no, here is the lens. That's the lens. This is just the mounting hardware that it goes on. And just foam and a little lens polishing cloth. Cool, so that's everything that actually comes in the box itself. So not as much as you would think, and quite frankly, it looks pretty straightforward to what we should be doing. So it looks like this actually goes on the outside of the camera itself, and this will mount on the front once we're ready. All right, well, let's get them open up and see what we got. First things first, let's open what seems to be the part that actually goes on the body of the camera itself. Man. This plastic does not want to open easy. In fact, I should probably save face and just open this off camera. So yeah, it kind of looks like I expected. It stays on there by tension, so I use the hex key to actually mount this onto the camera itself. And the lens will pop here on the other end. So from a little bit of research I've done on it, because I really wanted to stay like in the dark about this as much as possible, so you and I would be learning about it together. But this mounts on, like the lens mounts on here, but I don't think there's a lot of extra lenses that mounts on the front itself. So it's just the one that it comes with. And yeah, this goes right in there. And righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, y'all. And next up, there's actually some really good weight to this. This is pretty heavy. This lens isn't really messing around. The riveting ASMR sound of me opening a lens. Well, that's cool. It actually comes with a little spot on the bottom to keep it as clean as possible. So a little screw on here. Very cool. And then an actual lens cap itself. That glass looks pretty impressive, actually. So this might be worth the money. So I'm not gonna lie, my first thought is, oh man, I hope I can return this when it's not what I expected. I am, just for the sake of it, going to take this off here. And okay, so that doesn't just mount on like I thought it did. Let's take a closer look at this mounting part here. I feel like we're missing something, y'all. It's like this should come off here. And for all intents and purposes, this should screw on. Oh, there we go. I just didn't thread it on all the way yet. And there it is. That is our lens that goes on the front of our G7X Mark III. Essentially just a big magnifying glass. But I'm anxious to see what the difference is when this is actually on the camera itself. So let's go ahead and unscrew this and get this lens part back on. And let's take a break. And I'm going to switch the camera below from the G7X Mark III to the G7X Mark II so we can actually put the stuff on the camera here. Since we all love comics here, let's talk origin stories. My G7X Mark III I actually bought from Best Buy and paid almost full price for. I got a little bit of a discount. My G7X Mark II, which we're shooting on right now, I actually got this at a pawn shop for like $240, I think, after tax. So I love the fact that they're both so similar cameras, but having not used the Mark II for a while, I forgot I couldn't hit record on the screen. I had to go around to the back, and the battery was actually dying in the Mark III anyway, so I got another one in there. Well, I got one charging, another one in there. But while we're waiting, let's go ahead and put on our new little unit. And I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced newer. And one thing I'm going to be pretty positive about is we don't want to over tighten this. Because if we over tighten this, we can do damage to the camera itself, and we don't want to do that. It's pretty tight already. I got to loosen it up a bit. Okay, that's on there. So let's get this tightened down now. Sorry, I keep forgetting what we're doing here, and I keep moving everything. Who knows, I might even fast forward this. So I'm still tightening, I'm not feeling any like real, I guess that works. All right, hold that thought, y'all. Sorry, and we're back. I had to go be a dad. So I got this part on there now. Now it's just a matter of putting on the lens. The thing I really like so far about this the most is how simple and intuitive it is to actually do. Earlier when I couldn't get the piece on, I was literally just making it way over complicated. Of course, now that I say that, the lens doesn't want to go on. There we go. Nice and tight. And the part that I keep throwing off, I don't know if it's because of the weight of it or what, but it's turning really easy on there. And now, let's turn it on. I do like so far the zoom is still working, but there it is. It looks more like a DSLR with it on there now than otherwise. Hello. Cameraception. No one's ever made that joke before. Okay, I'm done. Sorry. All right, well now let's cut to doing some test shots with it on and with it off, and see what it looks like. Okay, I have the mounting hardware on the camera itself, and right now this is without the lens. So now, let us put on the lens. I feel like I'm at, whoa, I mean just, so check that out. Look, so there's Spider-Man's arm, and there's Spider-Man. That's awesome. So one thing I'll say from just putting it on, it doesn't really feel like it has, like the thread's there, once you're on, it's on, but it doesn't feel like it catches right away. That's really cool. So now we have a full Spider-Man. Let's go back, I'll do a frame capture so you can see no Spider-Man, all Spider-Man. There it is, guys. We turned our Canon G7X Mark III, and we now have a wide angle lens on there. This is cool. It does have an extension on there, but I took the extension off initially when I was in between cameras, and I didn't see how to put the lens itself on just the regular base part that mounts to the camera. I think this is gnarly. I'm really excited to try this out now. This looks like when you have the GoPro set to a wide angle lens, or even the phone set to the wide angle port. Except on the phone, you get these like weird sidebars. We don't want that. What we want is this. This looks incredible. This might have been worth the investment. I will say my con so far is the little piece that actually attaches to the camera itself feels really cheap and flimsy. So hopefully that doesn't break over a short period of time. The lens itself is heavy duty and really nice. I really dig that. And I just don't see how I'm going to be able to move this around quite a bit, like easily I should say. So I keep most everything in my backpack on the go, all my electronics and all my camera gear. I don't see how this one's going to be an easy fit, let's say. But I mean, you saw the difference right now. I mean, heck, let's go back to the footage, okay? I'm going to screw the lens off again. Look at my hand, doing some like Doctor Strange stuff here. Okay, lens gone. Now we're up close and personal again. Lens on. That's a game changer, y'all. That in conjunction with our microphones, we are really stepping up our game. And I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been my unboxing. We saw what was in there, and let's do a little quick recap of what was actually in there. What we had in there was an L wrench, also known as an Allen wrench. You had the lens itself, you had the mounting bracket, and you had the extension part, which is, I don't see how that works without the extension on there. So we're always gonna have that with us. And a little bag and a polishing cloth. However, doubt I'll ever use that bag. I wanna order something that actually protects the lens itself. And the polishing cloth, they're a dime a dozen. I just don't want to lose that Allen wrench, because yes, we all have Allen wrenches everywhere. I just don't know if I'll have that specific one. So thanks again for taking another time with us to watch another unboxing. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe down below. And who knows, maybe we'll do some more unboxings here soon for electronics. You seem to like these. So with that being said, thanks for taking another ride with us. Let's take another ride again soon. Bye-bye, everybody.